dystopians, how you doing? Let's pause that. Is it going to work? Yeah, paused it. So, Artemis 2. So I went to see Project Hail Mary yesterday in IMAX. First time in an IMAX cinema. I didn't really rate it that much. What do you think of IMAX? Let me know in the comments below. The resolution was just rubbish. It was grainy. It wasn't great, but the film, the movie's amazing. It was really good seeing it for the second time. And while I was there, I thought of this before, because I keep thinking about the Artemis 2 mission. Those 4 US astronauts blasting into space. Do this like this. Where's he gone? And let's get rid of that. Go away, because I've got a picture on here that I want. Where's it gone? Oh, it's disappeared. Oh, I'll have to get that back in a minute. I've got one in here that I want as well. It's all going crazy. Let's unlock this. I'm not doing this again because I'll have to do that. I'll have to do that that track again. And I can't be bothered. So, yeah. So, I was watching. Here, he's back. Look, they're both back. Magic. That's magic. So, I was thinking, well, what? The Artemis 2's in space, going to the moon, going to go round the moon. So, they've never been to the dark side of the moon before. A little Amiga reference there. And I thought, what watches are they wearing? I keep thinking I'm going to check what watches are they wearing. And then I saw Project Hail Mary again yesterday, and I thought it again, and I thought today I'm going to have a look. And blow me down, Watch Yourself George only goes and does a video on it, so I now know what watches they were wearing. Thanks, George. I did kind of not spam. What did I do? I flooded his video with loads of comments because I really love this watch that I've got. So I thought I'd just do a little video about it. It's unrehearsed as always, so it's just some thoughts in it. I've got some stuff ready to go. I've made a bit of prep, and we had that Breaking in Space. Anyone remember that tune from the 80s? I grew up in Brixton, so yeah, it was a big. It took me a while to find it though, because I thought, I can remember that bit that I played, but I thought, what's that from? Anyway, I found it, played it. So yeah, they're in space and they're wearing like 3 watches. I think they've got an Amiga, which is that one. They've got and a couple of Breitlings, I think. Keeps going off, annoying. Yeah, so, and I've got this one. So I've got this one, which is the Amiga X33 Skywalker, I would call it. Any screens to stay on. But that's not the one they're wearing. This is the newer model, which I'll show you in a minute, a bit closer. I'll tell you a bit about it. They're wearing this one. And if I show you this, then I can stop refreshing the screen. They're wearing this one, which is kind of the original model. I think 1968, George said. Sorry, 1968. What am I talking about? that was the MoonWatch. 1998. This one. This is the first version, and this has a positive LCD display. I believe it goes clear. So those digits disappear if you want, and it's completely clear. In the same way that this one is black. And it's completely clear. You cannot see. I've not had a loop on it yet. I've probably got one around here somewhere. I've not had it under a macro lens. No, I've not done that sad micro brand macro thing on it. But yeah, you can't see that this is an Ani-Digi. And I'm guessing, because I'm pretty sure I've seen photos of this one without the digits there. And I'm guessing you can't see that either. But yeah, so that's the one that's in space, 1998. This one came out about 2014, I believe. Right, I'll get rid of that now. So this is one I've got. I've had this about 4 years. Interestingly, I got it out today. It's been in deep cold storage. It's been in a coma in space. And it's running 10 seconds fast. Now, I haven't set this since I got it. So that's like 4 years, I think. So that's pretty good timekeeping, isn't it? Yeah, I got this. So where am I? So they're in space and they're wearing this. Why are they... Sorry, they're wearing that one. Why are they not wearing this one? Well, this, I think, that this one is, I think that the first one is NASA accredited in some way, whereas this one is ESA, European Space Agency accredited, which is on the back there. Can you see it? Light's not great, but it's sort of there. It's ESA, and it's got a little symbol with an E, and it looks like a planet. I don't know what that is. And it's called a Speedmaster. See if you can see that. Speedmaster Skywalker X-33 Flight Master, which sounds pretty cool. Tested and qualified by the ESA, European Space Agency. Now, I think the reason they didn't take the more up-to-date one was because this is ESA, and I'm guessing the other one is NASA. So it's probably something to do with that they didn't take the newer one. Maybe they just think that one looks cooler. In a way, it probably does, doesn't it? It looks a bit retro. The other one, big sort of bubbly centre bit. But yeah, that's that. So let me tell you a few bits about this. I'll just get rid of that screen. Tell you why I've got that screen there. So when you bought this is discontinued now, I believe. I only found that out recently. This is discontinued, I believe, as I imagine. So after this, so there was this one, and there was exactly the same but slightly different. It had stars where the little, can you see those little spaceships? It's the one at 12 is loomed. There's 4 little spaceships at 12, 3, 6 and 9. And they had a regatta version which had stars there, and that was kind of blue, red and black, or blue and red, I think. That had stars there rather than spaceships. And then after those two came out, I think there were 3 actually. I can't remember what the other one was. The other one had like green and stuff on it. I can't remember what that was. But I preferred this one. And then fairly recently, after this came out, fairly recent years, the Mars timer came out. And that one, I've got a picture of that as well, haven't I? Let's get that picture back up. There we go. So that's the one that's in space right now, going to the far side of the moon. And that's the Mars timer. I don't know if you can see that. It's not great light today. And basically, there's a couple of differences. That this has a brown bezel, sort of browny moon Mars coloured bezel, and this has a black bezel. I prefer the look of this one. And the other thing about the Mars timer, it shows the time on Mars, because Mars doesn't have that their year is a different length to ours, so it shows the time on Mars. You know, it's pretty cool. But I didn't like the colour. I don't like the colour of that one so much. I prefer the all black one that I've got. Now, what this does, I'll quickly tell you, as I've mentioned that one does Mars, the time on Mars. And it probably does what this one does also. They probably both do it. But this has mission timers. Now, I haven't used this for years, so and I couldn't be bothered to sort of get it all up and running. One reason for that is that the display on here, as I've mentioned, you can't see the digits. You can't see the digits until you push the button. So I'm going to do that now. And the thing is, you can't turn them off. Once they're on, you can't turn them off. They go off after about 3 days. So, you get one shot at doing it. So let's try and get that nice. Hopefully that's good. And then when I push the button, 3, 2, 1, lift off. Didn't work. Oh, I didn't push it hard enough. There you go. I don't know if you can see those now. They're not, they're, very visible to me, and hopefully you can see them on the camera. Now, what is on there? I am not sure. T1. Yeah, as I say, I haven't used it in a while. It's not overly complicated to use. Once you know how it works, it's quite intuitive, but because I've forgotten how it works, I won't be able to do it. And as I say, I couldn't be bothered to learn how to do it just to do a quick video, or, not a quick video. My videos are never quick, but, just to do a rambling video about it. So now that they're on, but what this does, the reason I got that lit up now, is on those the digital display you can do mission times. And so you can let's say you've got a mission and it's in a week's time and it lasts for 4 days. You can set a countdown timer from now to the start of the mission in a week's time. Then it will change to a mission timer, which will count the elapsed time of the mission, and then when the mission ends, it will count up elapsed time since mission. Now, these 3 stages to the mission timer have different names, but I can't remember what they are. But basically, it's a very cool and complex timer that counts down to something, counts the length of that thing, and then the time since you've done it. Now, I used to be an Amiga. I was a sales assistant in an Amiga AD, so I didn't pay list for this. These are probably worth a bit now because they're the current MoonWatch, aren't they? It's not that old analog one, that old mechanical one anymore. It's this one. This is the current MoonWatch. Sorry, guys, I've got it. You haven't. I'm not a fan of the MoonWatch and all that goes around, all that goes with it. Which is one of the reasons, being really honest, why I got this, because I thought, basically, the boss in the store said everyone's got to have a Speedmaster professional in their, or Speedmaster, he said, everyone's got to have a Speedmaster in their collection. And he mentioned this. I had a look at it in the catalogue. I thought, yeah, I'll order one of them. And I actually really do love it. I'll tell you a bit more about it in a minute, but what did I want to say? It's got that the mission timer, which I think is really cool. And the other cool thing, as I said a minute ago, I was going to mention the app is as I said, you can't buy this anymore. And at the time when you could buy it, there was this app on the iPad, and it basically is a really cool app for this watch that shows you. Let's get that glare of that off, the light off. It shows you how to use it basically. So if I click on that, it should. So it tells you lots of Moon stuff. The watch manual, let's try that. There we go. And on the app, it's got a ticking version of the watch. Annoyingly, the app version hits the markers, the second hand hits the markers perfectly. You can switch it to a different one. Oh, that's the other one. That's the green one that I mentioned. Solar Impulse is obviously some kind of other space theme thing, but I didn't really like that colour. I preferred that colour. And then they've got the Regatta that I mentioned, but that's not going to be on here because it's not a space watch. And in this video, you can, in this app, you can basically learn how to use the watch. And if you push certain things, that's right. There we go. There we go. See, it's pushing that. It's going in and out. You can use the watch, and if you push other buttons, it does whatever that button would do. Function not available. But so it's a pretty cool app, and step-by-step video probably does stuff, and you go, where'd you do? Go down, boom, different stuff, and it tells you how to use it. It's pretty cool. Now, this app was iPad only. It wasn't iPhone, and they got rid of the app before they got rid of the watch. So, if I don't keep this iPad, I'm not going to have that app, so I'm definitely keeping the iPad. Right, I can get rid of that now. That can go away. So the watch itself. So I've told you a couple of cool things about it. The app's doing stuff. Can you see it over there? Shall I leave it like that? It'll probably do stuff in the background. Let's get it there. What else is cool? I'll tell you some things about it. So it's grade 2 titanium. It's got a bi-directional bezel, pretty decent clicking, ceramic insert, sapphire crystal, obviously. I don't know if it's coated or anything. It doesn't hit the markers too bad, actually, but obviously no ticking quartz watch hits the markers perfectly. So, let's get that light back on. I'll leave it off, actually. It might be better without it. I'm not sure. Till I rewatch the video, and then it'll be too late. The real one doesn't hit the markers as well as the app, which is a bit annoying, but you just have to accept that. It hits them pretty decently. I think it's a very cool, it's got 4 buttons. It's a bit like an X-Wing fighter. That's another thing. It's called Skywalker, which is like really cool. When I first saw this, I thought it's just too cool. I've got to have one. That pushes in. I'm not sure if that pulls out. I think it just pushes in. So it's got 5 pushers on it in total. Really cool. Grade 2 titanium. The watch is grade 2 titanium, apart from the class, which is grade 5 titanium, because that potentially is going to hit things more. And I think a lot of watches should be like that. I do like that mix of grade 2 and grade 5. Everyone goes on about grade 5 as if it's better. Oh, grade 5, it's not grade 5, it's only grade 2. But to me, not even to me, grade 2, you might not know this, is pure titanium, whereas grade 5, so that's pure titanium. That's the grade 5 there is an alloy, and it's basically just got other metals added to it to make it stronger. And that was for industrial reasons. So do you want an industrial metal watch, or do you want more of a pure, a pure metal that is potentially, what was the word I was going to say? Anyway, precious. That's the word I was looking for. I mean, when you have a gold watch, no, the better example is when you have a silver watch, like Tudor make a 925 silver watch, it's pure silver. It's not an alloy to make it stronger. It's pure silver, and it is soft, and it's going to get damaged. A bit like, gold is. If you're an 18 karat gold watch, it's pure and it's soft. Well, 18 karat gold's not super pure, but you know what I mean. It's not got an alloy added to it, is what I mean. And it's soft and it's going to damage. So yeah, I prefer grade 2. So it's grade 2, gratified clasp. What else is cool about it? Ristopia. Interesting, not cool so much, but interesting. It only has 30 meters of water resistance. Now, there's no water on the moon. There's no pressure in zero gravity, so even if there was water all around it, it wouldn't be pressurizing itself into the case. It just bounce off as you've seen all those astronauts trying to drink a bobble of water. So yeah, maybe 30 meters of water resistance on a space watch, or the new MoonWatch. Let's call it its proper name. This is the current MoonWatch. Suck it up, guys. So loads of people are turning off. He's dissing the MoonWatch. Well, this is now the MoonWatch. Sorry, just the way it is. It's just truth hurts. I'm not recording this again today. That's going to have to stay. Yeah, it's really cool. Where's it going? Titanium. 30 meters of water resistance. That was it. That is fine in this one. But it's not really fine, is it? Having a watch that basically you can't wash your hands in. But it is what it is. And I'll show you a big reason that you can't wash your hands in this in a minute. But the weird thing is the regatta version of this, the regatta is a sailing race, is obviously kind of water-based. So having a regatta version of this watch, which is still only 30 meters water resistance, as far as I can remember, I'm pretty sure that it was, because I would have checked back in the day, because I found it really funny. But that's just weird. And the reason, well, I think it's only 30 meters of water resistant, is that if you look at that case back again, so it's a really cool case back. Get it right way up. The engraving on there, it's got the Omega Seahorse. I can't remember the name for that. If you get to the end of this video and put in the comments below what that seahorse is called. Is it a hippopotamus or something? It's something like that, isn't it? You can't believe I used to be an Amiga AD, can you? It's got that on there, and it's got all the, Speedmaster, Skywalker, X33, Flight Master, tested and qualified by ESA. It's all that cool stuff as well. It's got that. But the other thing it's got is that kind of screwed down case back. Screw on case back. It's not a screwed down case back. It's a screw on case back. With what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 screws on there. I'm not looking forward to having the battery change on this, because I'm wondering, are they going to bugger those screws up with and scratch it all to bits? But hopefully they won't. But yeah, what you notice, that really cool design, and again, it's sticking to the Star Wars theme of Skywalker. It's sort of got a Death Star like, profile. All those little gaps in there. Just, I think, look really cool. And what I noticed after I bought it was, you're not going to be able to see this on camera, but trust me, is they are all hollow. And if you hold it up to the light, you can actually see right through it to the other side. So obviously any water or anything really is going to go in there. I'm not really sure what's going to be underneath there. I'm guessing there's some other thing that comes off. It's probably holding down like a metal case back, isn't it? That's like pushed on with a rubber gasket, and though that outer gasket is, the outer casing is probably pushing that down and keeping it sealed. So, yeah, but basically, if you get water in there, it's going to go right to the other side. I've never tested that, and I'm not going to, but you can see through, you can see daylight through there. Yeah, so that's an interesting quirk and feature. Now, that's the other thing I was going to say. When I was in the AD, you have a big Amiga product catalogue, and it's like a big thick book, and you get one every year, and it's got all the current models in. And when this one, the pictures of this, so it will show you like the front and maybe a view like that, and then maybe the back, or maybe it's just the front and the back, I can't remember. But when they showed you the back of this one, weirdly, it didn't say Skywalker. I can't remember what it said. It didn't say Moonwalker, and it didn't say Seawalker, and it didn't say anything I could think of. It was just slightly different to Skywalker. And I'm still trying to think what it was, but I'm not going to make it. And it didn't say Skywalker. And I was wondering when I got this, when this arrived, whether mine would say Skywalker on it, because that's obviously the name of the watch. And it did, obviously. And I never really found out why the one in the Omega product book catalogue, why that one didn't say Skywalker. I don't know. I kind of felt maybe it was an early version of it, and I think the original one, the one I showed you, the one that's in space now, I think that says Skywalker on it. I'm not sure. Maybe that's just the X33 and it doesn't. Actually, I don't think the original one was a Skywalker. I think it was the new range that was Skywalkers. And I'm wondering whether originally they had a bit of a problem using the name Skywalker because of Star Wars. And so they had something else. I don't know. But trust me, it didn't say Skywalker. There was a picture of that case back and it was engraved with something else other than Skywalker. Whereas the actual ones that they made and sold have Skywalker on it. Well, I think that's about all I can think of saying about this very cool watch. The clasp isn't great. So when you do the clasp up, let's pop it on actually. Oh, what have I got on today? Yeah, it's not an Omega. It's not Casio video, is it? I've got a nice little cool Casio on. My Wave Scepter. It's got Wave Scepter on the clasp, which I quite like, and a little image of the Wave Scepter itself. Is that the Wave Scepter, or is this the Wave Scepter? I'm not sure. Are they both waves? Is it the thing that sends the wave, or the thing that receives it, or is it both? I don't know. But yeah, it's got a little picture there, you can see. And the word Wave Scepter above. Casio, all nicely embossed, pressed into the clasp. But yeah, cool little watch. So let's pop the Skywalker on. The current MoonWatch. Let's see. Let's take a glove off. Yeah, it's really cool. What don't I like about it? It's 20mm lug width, which I would rather it was bigger. 21 would suit that much better. So there's hardly any taper. Sorry, I keep hitting the camera stand. Hardly any taper on that, which isn't great, but it is what it is. It's quite a nice bracelet. Sort of almost looks a bit 5-linky, the bracelet. In its stealthy titanium, dark silver titanium. Yeah, I really do love this watch. The sort of, what would you call that? The pattern, the knurling, whatever. It's not really knurling, is it? But the grippy bits on the bezel there needs a little bit of a wash. But I haven't really worn it much. Yeah, I think I said about the mission timer. When I was an Omega AD, I went to the Omega training course and I set it. It's another cool little story. I set the mission timer so it timed to the course, and it does it for days. You could have it. It was months before I went on the training course. This is a very long video now, isn't it? No one's going to make it to the end. And then it timed the length of the course, which was 9 till 5, I guess, and then it timed the period of time after the Omega training course. And the two Omega guys that were doing the training course, there was some knob that turned up in a Rolex. He went to an Omega training day in a Rolex, which was a bit weird. But yeah, it was only the X33 Skywalker that they mentioned, because but I don't know if they'd seen one before. I didn't ask them, but yeah, they were interested in it and they were eager to have a look at it. So that was quite cool. But yeah, it's I don't know. It's probably gone up in price though, hasn't it? As it now is the current MoonWatch, and they're discontinued. So it's like, well, I'm definitely going to wear it a bit more now because I like all that space thing. The old Project Hail Mary and Artemis 2. So I am going to wear it more. But yeah, apologies for the very, very long video if you made it to the end. I hope you've enjoyed seeing the watch. If you've got any questions, let me know in the comments below. But for now, one MoonWatch, live it.